Broadcast coverage on the Region Sports Network is made possible by Pulse Technology, leading the way in technological innovation for over 70 years. Strack & Van Til, your favorite Indiana-made grocery store. Boilermakers Local 374. Earn while you learn. Visit Michigan City LaPorte. Closer than you think, better than you imagine. Ironworkers Local 395. Proud to be union. Crowell Insurance Company, the insurance superheroes. Bricklayers Local 4, the best hands in the business. Athletic Performance Factory, where athletes are made. IBEW Local 697, proud to support high school sports. American Testing Services, America's trusted name in NDT. Armor Construction, it's time to armor up. Wealth Partners on Main, a partner committed to your financial success. IBEW Local 531, the electrical professionals. Centier Bank, family owned since 1895. HealthLink, your community health center. The Right Group, the right way to buy and sell real estate. KIG Senior Solutions, navigating Medicare with confidence. Economy Electric Heating and Cooling, keeping you cool in the summer and cozy in the winter. Blythe's Team Sports, where the athlete shops. And Hampton Inn downtown Indianapolis. This is the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Everybody, thank you for joining us and welcome to live video coverage of football night in the region on the Region Sports Network. We come to you tonight from beautiful Chesterton High School as the Hobart Brickies are set to take on the Chesterton Trojans. It's going to be a fun one, week one of the high school football season. Michael Brenner here on site to call all the action along with the coach, Doug Nelson. Doug, it felt like we were just together a couple of weeks ago opening up the Cal Ripken World Series. Now we're here opening up the high school football season. Always a pleasure to be with you.
Always a pleasure to be with you. Yeah, but it's kind of like a rite of passage, you know. It's kind of that's the end of summer activities. Yep. Now we're jumping into the fall, and what a great ball game we have here coming up tonight.
Yeah, this is a matchup that's been going on this will be the 10th year in a row now between these two schools, alternating between Hobart and Chesterton. And when you look at the matchups, the first couple years of this matchup, it was the road team that had the advantage. The road team was winning the games. And now these last four meetings previously, it's been the home team. So does that favor Chesterton, or do things start to switch? There's a lot in store here for both these teams that are looking to kind of bounce back. They finished both teams kind of in the middle of their conference last year. So these two teams are looking to make strides. One kind of with a more veteran group, the other definitely with a newbie group, if you will, or a green group, if you will.
Yeah, I think Chesterton's going to be a work in progress, and and Coach Peterson and his staff are going to do, and they have a great staff.
Oh,
so
yes.
They're going to get their guys there and ready by the postseason. Like as I mentioned, talked a little bit with Wally McCormick, assistant coach, a little bit today, and he's high on some guys, but it's going to take time, and people are going to throw wrinkles at him early. So he'll see how the boys adjust. But I'm really high on Hobart. I'm excited for they're very a really high offensive. They got a lot of firepower, so they're going to score. They're going to move the ball around. So it's going to be a fun interaction of how these two teams feel each other out tonight.
Yeah, let's focus in on Hobart just a little bit here. The number one offense in the NCC a season ago, they were averaging about 35 points a game, which is about 5 points better than their previous year in the first year under Coach Schreiber. I tell you what, yeah, you said it, and you were kind of high on Alex Tatum, the starting quarterback. Talk about a guy who is making leaps and bounds. It was a starting quarterback in his sophomore year. He's in his senior year now. Born in Alaska, moved here when he was 4 years old. His dad went to school in Anchorage. His mom was a traveling nurse, so that's how they met, and then found their way back to Hobart when he was 4 years old. I tell you what, he's very impressive, and he's got a lot of weapons along with him.
Yeah, and he's got a lot of experience now, as you mentioned,
right.
And you just can't teach that experience. And, that's what we're going to see the difference with between the offenses that we see tonight. But as you mentioned, I'm really high on Hobart. I think we had their the game that they lost at South Bend St. Joe last year in the regional, it was a 10-7 ball game, and they kind of got stymied. They got shut down a little bit, and they had every opportunity to take the lead or tie at the end there. But it was just a great ball game. But you can't mimic those experiences, and he's just going to be a year older and a year better.
Yeah, and he's got a lot of weapons around him as well. A lot of offense coming back for this Hobart team as well. You've got Cash, you've got Tolliver, guys all over the place. Some guys more on the defensive end, but they're playing two-way. That's the thing about an NCC school. A lot of guys are playing two different ways. Sometimes the DAC one guy only plays, on one side of the ball. A guy like Tolliver's playing three-way. He's playing, on three sides of the ball in a lot of ways as well. He's on the special teams. He's on the defense. He's on the offense. So excited to watch a guy like that. We'll see him on the return as well. He's a hurdler and a sprinter, so we'll see if he puts those things into play. But, yeah, Chesterton, we'll talk about them in just a little bit, but they're definitely going to the defense for Hobart too. A lot of numbers, a lot of high numbers in terms of only letting up so many points per game. This defense is going to throw a lot at Chesterton today. Yeah,
I agree, and they're going to bring a lot of pressure. And as I talked to Coach McCormick, the more mixes and different looks that they throw at Chesterton early on is what's going to give them a handful here tonight. You can only get them ready so much in the summertime with 7-on-7s and your limited reps. But again, I appreciate the fact that they're both coaches take on a good non-conference game early. Mm-hmm. Take the challenge. I'd rather do something like this and really get something out of it that's going to pay off in a few weeks and benefit you down the road, rather than just go get the easy W. And we mentioned this is the 10th year in a row these two teams have matched up. So we are going to feature number 10. Chesterton has the lead narrowly 5-4. So this has been a pretty even matchup over the years. We'll talk about Chesterton on the other side of the break. You are watching the George Original Gyros Spot presentation of Friday Night Lights here on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Since 1998, customers have enjoyed Chicago dogs, Italian beef, burgers, Polish, and of course the gyros, all from the original George's Gyro Spot in Chesterton. Located at 325 North Calumet Road, George's Gyro Spot prides itself on fast, friendly service at affordable prices. Open 7 days a week, George's Gyro Spot offers dine-in or carry-out. To place an order, call 219-926-5435 or go to georgesgyrospot.com to check out their menu and to place your online order. The original George's Gyro Spot.
Some see a wrestling match. We see a 6-minute lesson in grit. Some see a coach sending a runner home. We see a mentor guiding a student athlete into the future. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Welcome back. The Pulse Power Meter is presented by Pulse Technology, bringing innovative technology to the game day experience. The energy is building. The crowd is getting louder. The momentum is up for grabs. Who's got the power as Chesterton takes the field here at Chesterton High School? Week 1 of the high school football season about to come at you here. And we'll talk about Chesterton here for a brief moment just because the national anthem is going to be starting up. But I'll tell you what, defensively for Chesterton, this one's going to get a really fun due to the fact we talked about him a second ago, Zane Westerlin. A lot of numbers coming back at you on the defensive end here for Chesterton. We'll talk about him in just a moment. We'll tune you in as more players make their way to the field here for week 1 of this high school football season. And the Chesterton Band will conduct our national anthem. Band getting you ready. Who doesn't love a good national anthem and a good party to get you started? And that's your Pulse Technology power meter. Made possible by Pulse Technologies. The momentum can change in an instant. The Pulse Technology keeps you connected to the action with innovative technology solutions. Pulse Technology powering what's next. The band heading off the field. We're ready for Hobart and Chesterton. All right, Zane Westerland, we talked about him, the 6', 205-pound junior. A lot of great numbers, 6 tackles for loss, 5 sacks, 2 blocked punts. He was all over the field defensively for Westerland. I imagine a lot of the same here today. He's the one that's going to give Tatum a hard time today. Yeah,
he's a ball hound. He's always around the ball. He's got a great nose for the football, and he knows how to finish plays on the defensive side for Chesterton. And they set up the defense for him to get a lot of freedom and, to be able to move around and kind of spy on the ball a lot. So he's going to be a big part of, I'm sure, the Hobart game plan as well.
Yeah, no question about it. And we mentioned offensively for Chesterton's going to look a little different. We said might be a little green out there because a lot of young talent. There are some seniors, but a lot of sophomores, juniors, a few freshmen thrown into the play as well. But even the starting quarterback, Hunter Boyd, who a lot of people are high on here in Chesterton, he's made a lot of good strides as well. He is the lone returning starter from this team last year, and he really worked in the offseason a lot on his speed. He said that he feels looser, like he can move his legs, his hips open up a little bit more. He just feels like he's able to control things a little bit more in the quarterback position.
And he's got the frame.
Yes.
What is he, 6'4", 6'3"?
He is 6'4", 200 pounds.
Yeah, big, solid kid. He can move the pocket as well, so it's going to be fun to see how he progresses, and now he's the leader.
Yeah,
he's
no
the
question.
returner.
And as a junior,
and he's the guy that with the most experience. So he's got to be patient with his guys, and with time they're going to get where they're pretty good. And they don't have much time in the tough Duneland Conference.
Yeah, no question about it. They finished 4th in the Duneland Conference, averaged 19 points a game last year, which was still 4th in the conference. And, just a slight downtick. They were 19.1 if you want to get technical, 19.8 the previous season before that. So it's still a work in progress. And I think with Hunter Boyd and having more connections with some of these youngsters, you're going to have a senior in Colin McCoy be a good target. You're going to have, Elliot Maling. You're going to have guys like Brody Lane who maybe aren't showing up on the depth chart where, we have them, but they're going to get some playing time today because we do know that Max Soffin is out as well, a senior for Chesterton.
Yeah, as I mentioned, talking to Coach McCormick, he's gonna. They think number 4 Sam Pasovic.
Yep,
he is going to be a big part of the offense here tonight, and they're really high on his ability and his upside. So we'll see how he steps up here at this level and to play. It's a big difference from playing Saturday morning as opposed to Friday nights.
That was Portage's leading tackler from the strong safety position a season ago. All right, we're going to step aside for just a moment. We'll have the opening kickoff on the other side of the break. You're watching Friday Night on the Region Sports Network with video presented by Georgia's Original Gyros Spot on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Get Pulse Technology on your team and score a touchdown with our managed print and copier services. Cover your bases with our IT and technology solutions, or hit a home run with our wide selection of office supplies. Scoreboards or AV solutions from Pulse Technology. That's a slam dunk. Or go for the grand slam with our office furniture and design services. Get in touch with us today. Pulse Technology, powering Indiana business since 1919.
Strack and Van Til for the win with 4 ways to save. Catch price drops on over 15,000 items and check the weekly ad for can't miss deals. Stack on the rewards program for digital coupons, points toward discounts and free products, and power up with our own brands. Keep your budget in the safety zone. Get the same great taste as national labels at lower prices. If you can't taste the difference, why pay the difference? Score big value with 4 ways to save at Strack and Van Til.
Welcome back as Georgia's Original Gyros Spot presents video coverage of Chesterton Trojan football on the Region Sports Network, the original Georgia's Gyros Spot in Chesterton. Call 219-926-5435 as Chesterton has hit the field with the intro here at Chesterton High School. We're ready to get things going here Week 1 of the high school football season. Your game night forecast brought to you by your friends at Keim Electric Heating and Cooling. Tonight's forecast, a very comfortable, about mid-70s here in Chesterton right now. I know there was or is the threat of rain potentially at some point this evening. We're hoping that all stays away. The winds here in Chesterton, very favorable right now, only about 5 miles an hour. That's why we were able to keep Doug Nelson in his chair. He didn't have to worry about flying away.
We all have Chesterton rain stories, Mike. I don't know if you were part of our crew a few years ago.
Oh, I've been a part of some Chesterton rain delays, no question about it. Oh, my goodness.
We were stuck outside. We won't talk about it.
Well, it messed up your hair. That's why you're wearing a hat today.
That's why, exactly why I'm wearing a hat today.
And that is your game day forecast brought to you by our friends at Keim Electric Heating and Cooling. They're keeping you cool in the summer and cozy in the winter. You can visit them on the web at 4ajobdoneright.com. All right, we're going to find out the positions for both these teams in just a moment. This season, make your health part of the game plan. HealthLink provides medical, dental, behavioral health, vision, pharmacy services, and more for the whole family. Medicaid, Medicare, most commercial insurance plans, and the uninsured are welcome. Call 888-580-1060 today. The captains are going to head out to midfield. Both Doug and I with our binoculars in hand, ready to find out who is going to get the ball first here. There's just something special about week 1 of the high school football season. Once we finally get this thing going, kind of means the school year, really kind of getting going in full swing. I know Chesterton starts on Monday.
Well, and we've all experienced it, but if nothing else, it's a few hours away from some of the mess we've been dealing with weather-wise, right? Just to get away from reality for a little bit here and cheer on your community. But, man, be strong out there.
Yeah, we want everyone here at the Region Sports Network, we want to just send our positive vibes to everyone that is dealing with whatever it is that they're dealing with. Due to the storms that came through last week, I don't think there was really any town, any community in the region that was not affected in some way, shape, or form. I know some people are still dealing with the no power situation.
Yeah, my parents have lines down and no power still in North Portage, so I've never seen it so bad, Mike. I mean, fortunate health-wise, but as far as property-wise, it was not good.
It appears as though Chesterton will kick away first, and Hobart will receive the opening kickoff as the guys in the zebra stripes meet right there at midfield to go over some final second talks. Our officials today, Dave Hudak, Dino Spiritus, Jeffrey Coggins, Mario Aguano, and Mike Estelle. Got to give a big thanks to Mario Aguano. He was helping umpire the Cal Ripken World Series that we just covered here in the Region Sports Network. I got one of the umpire pins.
Nice.
And his actually light up. There's a button in back to actually light up the eyeballs of the umpire. Pretty
wow.
Cool. Yeah, a little fancy. All right, for the Chesterton Trojans, kicking off will be Mace Redmond. So Mace Redmond will get the ball on the team. And Hobart back to receive for them. Bryce Tolliver, Luke Richardson. And looks like Jesse Williams back there as well. So we are ready to go. Week 1 of the high school football season underway here on the Region Sports Network, and it will go into the end zone for a touchback.
That's a nice tool to have in your special teams if you're Chesterton. You can continue that. Probably a little bit of adrenaline in that leg there.
I would think so a little bit, just kind of getting excited from Redmond there, getting the high school football season started. So Alex Tatum will lead things off at the quarterback position for the Brickies. In front of him, Blake Zahn, Jensen LaFoon, Tyler Gieb, Pacey Gomez, and Brenton Thompson, your starting 5 up front. Aiden Cash, Miles White, along with Stephen Miller, Bryce Tolliver, and Justin Eck in your receiving core as well. So starting from the near hash mark, Tatum from the 20-yard line will get things going, and they will have a little bit of a shift to the left here to start things up, because why not throw a little bit of fun action right there? 4 to the left side, 1 to the right. Here's the snap. Tatum's going to hold. He's going to run, and he's going to jut forward just in front of the 25-yard line up to the 24.
Just a little safe keeper there, right, to get things rolling. Kind of trying to spread out that Trojan defense, as we mentioned, trying to maybe avoid Westerland, you know.
Yeah, I think just trying to get some momentum going early on, some good blocking up front, get some good opportunities there.
Yeah.
And just throwing things off, a little bit as they got 1 left, 3 right here for Tatum, who looks to throw, but no, he tucks in and runs ahead, spinning to the left side. He's got room to run across the 40, getting up to the 50 before he is finally tackled out of bounds for Chesterton. Zane Westerland in on the tackle there, and just like that, up to the 41-yard line for a huge gain for Hobart on the run from Tatum.
Yeah, empty backfield, but that was kind of like a little draw delay. That was a nice little seal on the left-hand side for the Bricky line. Bricky line's huge, by the way. And,
yeah, not too bad. We'll give you that starting lineup here in just a moment.
They're going to instill their will here nice and early on the Trojan defensive side.
A run of 35 for Tatum. So he's got 39 yards on the ground already. Set again, first down. Once again, fake throw. Here's the handoff up to Miles White, who runs this one to the left and ahead for a good chunk of yardage here from the 41 up until the 36, so a pick up of 5.
Yeah, again, I think it's just that line right now. It has Chesterton a little bit on their heels.
Well, these first plays are usually always scripted, right? So trying to just get some momentum going on your side. Here's the snap to Miles White, who runs ahead and is down at the 36. So third down coming up here.
Defensive coordinator from Chesterton, Coach Chestovich, long-time coach, ex-head coach around the region a little bit. So he'll get that line figured out.
Third down and 5 coming up here. Tatum back in the backfield all alone. Low snap. Tucks and runs, and he is met early and taken down very early in the backfield. Number 90 for Chesterton. Christian Melton in on the tackle on that one.
That was a nice tackle. I think that low snap kind of messed up the timing.
So 2 yards on the play. So 41 yards already for Tatum here as it goes up to the 34-yard. They're trying to get to the 31. They're going to maybe go for it here on 4th down with White with the ball, and he gets taken down in the backfield. Bradley Robinson in on the tackle, so the ball will be staying right there on they mark it back at the 36-yard line. So a loss of 2.
Yeah, you can't hesitate there. You only need about 2 or 3 yards, but Chesterton they attacked the gaps and got in the backfield.
So it's a turnover on downs, and now it'll be Chesterton ball here, and they start at the 36-yard line. So we flip the offense over here. Handoff inside. Handoff from Boyd.
Yeah, when I talked to Coach McCormick, he said their offense is going to be a part of their defense.
It was flipping my sheet over. I didn't see who had the ball on that one.
Yeah.
Sorry. It was
you're
4.
right.
It was
Yes.
Sam Pasovic.
Yeah, he's going to be a big part of the offense. As he said, he's going to get a lot of touches, and they're going to try to eat a lot of that clock.
So he gets 3 yards on the play. So 2nd down and 7 coming here. Boyd hands off again to Pasovic, who runs ahead out across the 40 and getting a little bit closer to that first down marker. It'll be at about the 43-yard line.
transfer from Portage, making, as getting 3 or 4 yards a pop, he'll give him the touches. But I think early on, I think Chesterton's going to play pretty conservative.
So third down coming up here. Just getting going here between Chesterton and Hobart. Week 1 of the high school football season. Man in motion. Here's the handoff to Pasovic again, who runs ahead out across to the 50-yard line. They're marking him just short of the 50, but certainly enough for a Chesterton first down.
Great little side cut there to get him that extra yardage and move the chains. But, they're going to play between the tackles a lot, I think, Chesterton.
Run of 7 on the play. So he's got 14 yards just like that. So, Boyd, we were wondering about in terms of how the offense would click here. So far, looking pretty good. We'll bring you that starting lineup in just a moment. 2 to the right, 1 to the left, 1 in the bad field. That's Pasovic. Here's the snap to Boyd. Pasovic again runs up the middle, and he is stopped immediately by a plethora of Brickies. Number 31, Evan Nugent, in on the tackle.
Yeah, they tried to back the line of scrimmage up about 1.5 yards there. They really penetrated the line, Hobart defense, and they're not going to let Chesterton just kind of pick them apart. They're being more aggressive here.
So Boyd and Pasovic we've mentioned. Bradley Robinson, Braden West, Carter Lawson, and then Colin McCoy, along with Mario Semadai in the receiving corps. Bring that front line here in just a moment. Here's the snap to Boyd. Boyd hands off to Pasovic, who fumbles it out across the 45-yard line. He's able to jut ahead out across the 50 and get some positive yardage out of the play. Pretty impressive for the junior.
Yeah, he did a good job of keeping his feet moving there, but he kind of peeked up before he had the ball in his hand. That's kind of a little bit of nerves, I think.
So picked up 1 on the play. So got some positive yardage out of it. Donahue, Hammond, Galloway, Scooby, and Uzlati from left to right in your starting 5 up front. Okay, we got 3 to the right, 1 to the left for Boyd, who's looking to pass for the first time tonight. Pass is incomplete at the 39-yard line. So first pass by Boyd today does not connect.
It's a sharp ball, though.
It is.
It was tight. I mean, his nice rotation. He's going to be good.
So 4th down and 9 coming up here after the first down for Chesterton. They got that first down and then really just kind of sputtered right here in the middle of the field.
Yeah, you wonder if they're pretty confident here. 4th and long, unless they back up and make it a field position game. He might pooch it. There it is.
Yep, there's the punt, and it is taken down at the 15-yard line-ish, and they're going to pick it up around the 16-yard line. So that's where Hobart will take over here in the first quarter. Still no score with 6:19 left to go in the opening quarter. If you're looking for a winning formula, we've got one. Region Sports is powered by Pulse Technology, the official toner provider of the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Yeah, I expect Hobart to open up this offense just a little bit. As we always mention, those in-between tackle running plays are kind of like gut punches. I think they're going to spread it out. They got some weapons on the outside that they can get to.
So starting at the 16-yard line, spreading it wide all the way to the right side for Tatum here. Here's the snap. He looks to throw for the first time as he runs to his right. Pass is short. Pass is complete out to the 20-yard line, just shy of the 25-yard line. Pass is caught by Tolliver on the right side.
Yeah, he's one of the better receivers coming back in the area. And, again, I think that, Hobart's going to continue to spread it out like that and get, take what they give you kind of thing. And I think he wanted to take a shot down the field and kind of settled for a second or third look there.
And he'll definitely accept that. Now 2nd and 2. So a short throw potentially coming here or a nice strong run. We've seen already White do a fairly good job. Or Tatum himself as he flushes out of the pocket, running to his left, throws it down the field. There's a man open, and it's caught. And the Brickies get the first touchdown of the season.
Yeah, as I mentioned,
Miller with the catch.
yeah, they have weapons, and they're just waiting to take the cap off that Chesterton defense. And I think that Hobart's got a lot of firepower on the offensive side of the ball.
77 yards from Tatum.
Yeah, that one run, he ran right between our twists.
77 yards on the pass completion to Miller. Not too shabby to start things up for the Hobart Brickies here on their second possession.
Yeah, again, with those runs early on, it kind of pulls up those linebackers, and pulls up the safeties. I was looking to see how deep they were off this line of scrimmage, only 5 to 7 yards. So the defense, as we mentioned, the Hobart guys.
And the PAT is blocked. PAT is blocked. Evan Nugent, the kicker for Hobart. Ryan Granzow, the long snapper. Miller, the holder. And so it is 6-0 Hobart on the first score. You are watching the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Thinking about what to do after high school? Consider a career with Boilermakers Local 374. As a Boilermaker apprentice, you'll earn while you learn. We offer excellent wages and benefits, and as part of our no-cost hands-on apprenticeship program, you'll learn from the best in state-of-the-art training centers and on the job. Become a union Boilermaker and get on your way to a great career. Find out more, visit www.local374.org or call 219-845-1000.
Welcome back to Friday Night Football here on the Region Sports Network. Opening touchdown for the Brickies. And now they lead at 6-0 after the missed PAT.
Yeah, I still think you're going to see a lot of ball control from Chesterton. There's no reason to panic. Long way to go, but I think early on in the season you're going to see a lot of that from Chesterton, just working out some kinks with as much inexperience as they have.
And the pickup just beyond the 10-yard line here for Chesterton, and the return going to be a short one. Good defense there to stop the return. I had 77 yards, 76 yards maybe. Either way, 75 plus. We'll go with that on the touchdown to Stephen Miller. Not too shabby to get things going. All right, so for Chesterton, we mentioned their starters. Defensively for the Brickies, Laffoon, Wakasi, Eck, and Cash on the defensive front. Irvin, Nugent, Jones, and White in the middle in the linebacker core, along with Tolliver, Miller, and Fekarada in the backfield.
Motion over.
Here's the handoff again and out to the 20-yard line. Starting from the 18-yard line on that return, by the way.
You see Chesterton's got receivers out wide on both sides with trying to spread out Hobart a little bit, but again, I think Hobart is more dominant in the trenches right now with the experience and the size that they have up front.
Nugent kind of walking off gingerly off the field, which is going to be tough if he is also your kicker today for Hobart as well. Another snap here to Boyd, who flips it to the left side. Pasovic, and he's going to be tackled. No, he stays on his feet up to the 20-yard line before a host of Brickies meet him just beyond the 20-yard line and up to the 21, so he's still able to gain a yard. So he's got 18.
I thought the safety did a great job of turning that back toward the middle. He kind of shot the gap and let the pursuit of the Hobart defense catch up.
About 4:20 left to go here in the opening quarter. It's 6-0 Hobart to get things started up here. Week 1 of the high school football season. Absolutely spectacular weather. The skies above. Picture perfect. 3 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left for Boyd. And we have our first penalty of the game, and I believe it's going to be a false start on, we'll find out officially here. I know we're going to have a delay of game. Delay of game by Chesterton. So their first penalty of the game. So that'll knock them back a little bit here. Knocks them back 5.
Probably looking at a couple of the region all-time best uniforms also, right?
Oh, gosh.
Traditional
For Hobart, yeah.
Hobart and Chesterton. It's like they went a little more maroon or gold on their. I like the USC look they have there.
Sticking with that Trojan look, I guess. And another penalty here. And that's going to be a false start again, or the false start this time against the Trojans. So back it up to the 11. Another loss of 5 on the play. Yeah. And now you're down to 3rd down and 17.
Shooting yourself in the foot.
Well, we talked about this Chesterton team. They are a young team.
Watch double moves. 2x2.
Two receivers to each side of Boyd with Pasovic. And now the pass out to the left side, and the pass is complete, just shy of the 20-yard line.
Yep. Pretty conservative play early on, as I mentioned. They're going to play it safe here.
Simadai the catch.
Pierce Hobart's going to have really good field position here early on again.
So 9 yards on the reception. First pass completed for Boyd of the day. So 9 yards there for Boyd, and here's the low snap and a chance for a punt, or for a low punt here, and this is going to be taken at the 50, and it's going to take a nice Chesterton roll all the way just shy of the 30-yard line, and we've got a scrum going on at midfield, and everyone's going to go back to their corners, but we've got a little bit of a pushing and shoving, kind of like you and me in the press box, or at least you and me at the buffet table.
Yeah, chasing each other down the hospitality room. But it was clean. I saw it. I was watching. I like it. I like a little hitting.
It's football, right? That's what it's
supposed to be. It's supposed to be a little hitting.
Ordering groceries has never been easier with online shopping at Strachan Van Til. Save time and money with in-store sale prices, pickup or delivery, online coupons, reward points, and more. Shop StrachanVanTil.com today. So the Brickies will take over here. I'm doing something new, Doug. I'm trying to keep all the stats in front of me, and I got papers galore as you're just standing there.
Well, you know what? I kind of get motivated to do stuff like that, and then about
and then numbers happen, and you give up.
And then about the beginning of the second quarter, it gets balled up, because that's about it.
Throw out to the left for Tatum to the 30-yard line. Tolliver with the catch before he is spun out of bounds. It'll be a loss of 1 on the play. Zane Westerland on the tackle.
Yeah, he's going to be an all-conference player. He's everywhere. Yeah, Hobart again. They're trying to spread Chesterton out, and I think sideline to sideline, Chesterton can stay with them. But if they go deep, they're going to have issues.
So 2nd down and 11 coming up here from the 31. Handoff on the right side, gutting through, getting to the 35-yard line. The handoff. You can see the number there, number 19. That's Cash. A little Cash money going to Northern Michigan next season. He's a very humble young man. Does not like to really talk about himself or give himself any accolades, but certainly deserving of it as he picks up 4 yards on the play there.
6'3", 245. I guess so. He looks like a man. He looks like he's a next level guy.
A lot of positive things being said about him as Tatum runs, gets a first down up to the 49-yard line. A huge run for Tatum. And a new set of downs for the Brickies.
I think that's what makes him most dangerous. He's a two-way guy. He can throw the football, and he's really smart decisions with his feet. And God, he usually has pretty good ball security as well. So
I said the 49. He's up to the 44-yard line, beg your pardon, but a run of 9 on the play. He's got 50 yards on the ground. And he's at 82 yards throwing. Handoff left side. Run ahead. And again, White with the carry. And he's going to be just shy of the first down. They may give it to him.
What a strong runner, too, huh? Kind of a stand-up. He's a junior, 6'4", 220.
Yeah, that's going to be at the 46-yard line. So they are going to see a first down here, another first down run.
Big kid. He's kind of Eric Dickerson-like.
Very much so.
He was standing straight up and down.
White with his fourth carry. He's got 10 yards. Another first down for the Brickies. They're just kind of moving their way down the field at the 46. First down. 2 receivers to the bottom, 1 to the top. Handoff again. This one on up ahead is a little ground and pound for Cash here up to the 38-yard line.
Yeah, a little misdirection. Trying to confuse that young Chesterton front, but what size they have in the backfield between Cash and the Williams? My goodness.
Yeah, they've got some big boys working for the Hobart Brickies. A little bricky power. That's why they got the muscle on their logo, right? That's a little brick and mortar action. Tatum looking to throw down the field. He's got somebody down there, and no pass interference. Intended target down there. Not able to come down with it. Great tackle.
Good down and distance there to do that. Take a
That
shot.
is the end of the first quarter as they take the shot to try to end the quarter. We'll step aside. You are watching Friday Night Football on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Hi, I'm Crown Company's Lantern Man. If you're a contractor, it's my job to make your insurance coverage simple and affordable. Because I know time is money, I'll come to your business. Certificates and bonds are a snap. Wherever you are, whatever business you're in, we've got you covered. As Crown Company's Lantern Man, I'm your insurance superhero.
Crown Companies, insurance professionals. Highland, Merrillville, and Michigan City.
Earn while you learn from the best hands in the business. The Bricklayers Allied Craft Workers for Indiana, Kentucky Apprenticeship. That's right, this is a paid apprenticeship.
I'm getting an education while learning a trade and getting paid for it.
The thing that surprised me the most about this apprenticeship program is the respect I have received after the proper time and training.
Classes start soon, so apply now. There are training centers throughout Indiana and Kentucky. We are the Bricklayers and Allied Craft Workers for Indiana, Kentucky Apprenticeship. The best hands in the business.
Welcome back. Friday Night Football here on the Region Sports Network, brought to you by Georgia's Original Gyro Spot. You can call them at 219-926-5435 to get your gyros. I know the coach Doug Nelson probably going to get his.
Too late to deliver. Oh, brought the heat.
And we got a bring down by Westerland, first sack of the game for him.
Yeah, if you're Hobart, you got to identify him and know where he's at all times. As I said earlier, he kind of plays a spy position. Coach Chestovich gives him a lot of freedom to be able to kind of fly around and do what he wants to do. 4th and about 4 here.
Yeah, 4th and 4 coming up for the Brickies. From the 40-yard line, so loss of 2 on that play. Here's the snap. Tatum motioning to his right. Takes the tackler down, throws it down the field. He's got a man in the end zone and just overthrows him. He was looking for Tolliver on that play. Couldn't get it to get into the hands of Tolliver, so it's an incomplete pass and a turnover on downs for the Brickies. They're second.
Another good stop by the Chesterton defense. You're always going to have, you can count on them. They're going to compete. They're going to keep it close. You know what I mean? They're going to give the offense a chance. And Hobart offense is kind of sputtering a little more than I thought they might.
So Tatum usually the punter, so that's another reason, something we're going to keep an eye on here, especially if Nugent was hurt on that one play. We saw him kind of limping off the field, so see if he's out there defensively here. But Chesterton trying to get some momentum going from their 40-yard line. Or from the Hobart 40-yard line, I should say. Try to get to their 40-yard line. Pasovic runs ahead, picks up 4 yards on the play. See the 44 here.
Number 51, White Casey, too. Another big, stocky guy for the Bricks. They got some size, man. They're going to be tough at the 4A level.
Certainly in the NCC as well, and that's something that they're looking to try to gain a little momentum in. I know Maryville and Andrean playing tonight as well. They're playing over at Andrean tonight. Normally it should have been at Maryville. Boyd looking to throw. Pass complete. Out to the right, out across the 50. Second completion today for Boyd.
Yeah, again, he throws a really nice ball. Give a USC lefty reference, like a little Matt Leinart there, huh?
Carter Lawson in on the catch. First catch for him for the young sophomores. A little junior to sophomore action there as the ball up to the 47-yard line.
Ricky's defense kind of sold out and brought the blitz up the middle, and great read there by Boyd and put the ball where it was supposed to be.
So first down here, first down for Chesterton. I believe they're second of the game. And we'll have a timeout taken by Chesterton. Gives us a chance to tell you we got awards we're going to hand out at the end of this one. We got the Crowd Company's Lantern Man Superhero of the game. Crowd Companies are proud to recognize superheroes on the gridiron. We've got the Boilermakers Local 374 Blue Collar Player of the game. Earn what you learn with Boilermakers Local 374. And, of course, we got the Proud to Be Home Union Play of the game brought to you by Iron Workers Local 395. To find out how you can become a Union Iron Worker, visit ironworkers395.com. So I've got Pasovic here for 8 runs for 22 yards so far. So still, getting no more than 7 so far is his biggest run of the day. A couple of completions for Boyd. I got him 2 for 3 for about 18 yards.
On paper, Pasovic's listed as a fullback, so he's kind of a banger. Right. He's a put your head down. He's kind of tried to bounce around a little bit, but most of his work's going to be inside.
Semadai also with a catch. And we're going to have a flag here in the backfield as Boyd runs up to the 41, but we'll see what the flag is going to be in the backfield. It's going to be holding. That's going to be against Chesterton, so that run gets wiped out, and it's going to bring him back a few yards.
Yeah, I know we talked about their inexperience, but that wasn't necessary. Boyd had a good read. They had a nice pocket around him, and that was like 5 yards behind the play. Boyd had already cut up, so it's just one of those things that line's going to learn.
So that brings it to the – I don't see the ball down yet. We'll see where they mark it. The ball should be originally started at the 47, so up to the 42.
Did they mark it off? Oh, they did they? Okay, I see it.
They're putting it down right there on the near hash mark there for Chesterton, so it's first down and 20. From the 42-yard line, Boyd looking to throw to his left, got the spiral up to the 45, and his connection is made to the senior Colin McCoy.
I thought McCoy did a really good job of coming back to the ball there, securing the catch, get a few yards out of it, but the fact that he came back for the ball, I really like that a lot.
So up to the 46, so a pick up of 4.
What a nice evening, huh, Mike?
Oh, my gosh.
After everything we've been through here, this is a really nice evening.
Well, and it felt like we didn't see the sunshine for a full week, and then lately it has just been absolutely gorgeous weather. Boyd to his right this time, pick up by McCoy again,
nice
and this
tackle.
Time it's up to the 45, so that actually knocks it back a yard.
Really nice job there by Stephen Miller, 6'1", 180 senior. Little bubble screen. Again, we'll see how conservative Chesterton wants to be here. It's 3rd and long again. And
yeah, they're down at 19 coming up from the 45-yard line. They got to get to the 37-yard line on the other side.
Yeah, let's see if they have some kind of little slant here. Shown some success with that move.
2 to the left, 1 to the right. Pasovic in the backfield. Boyd running back. And he is down at the 30-yard line.
Yes, sir.
For the Brickies all over that play.
Good ball. Come on, offense.
I believe that was Tolliver back there.
And when Boyd's very, left-handed, so he's going to roll out to his left, and they brought a blitz on that end, and he closed quick. That was a really nice job by the defensive end there from Hobart.
So they knock it back 10 yards on the sack. I'm sorry, that was Cashin on the tackle, on the sack. Cash on the sack there, and now running on the return out across the 50-yard line.
You said Cash is going to Northern Illinois?
Cash is going to Northern Michigan. Excuse me.
Northern Michigan. Okay.
Northern Michigan.
Begin this drive at the Trojans' 48-yard line.
Take your coat there, Cash. But yeah, boy, he's impressive so far.
It's a little meeting by Hobart here as.
Yeah, I expect Hobart again. I wouldn't be surprised to see them get back on the scoreboard here. They look a little out of sync, and it might be because of the Chesterton D, but they're kind of just getting in their own way here. Nice run.
Run ahead on the right side this time.
It's Miles White again.
White again on the run on the far side of the field.
6'4", 220.
8 yards on the run.
Just running people over.
So he's got 18 yards rushing on 5 carries.
Yeah, White again, not for the first down, but he's going to bust one. You watch. He's going to bust one. I want to see
give him the first down across the 40 to the 39.
Yeah, I want to see his open field speed. I want to see him get out.
So he's got 20 yards rushing now. Another first down picked up by Hobart. I got him down for 4. My numbers are all unofficial, by the way.
Very unofficial.
Right.
It's getting darker by the second
that's
in this booth.
3 to the left. This time Tatum with the keep out across the 35 and near the 30-yard line. He's officially tackled down at the 32.
And again, you can do this, and if you're moving the football, why not? But all that does is soften up that middle and see if you can go over the top here pretty soon.
Tatum even has 57 yards passing. By the way, with that first completion for Tatum, he is over 3,000 yards passing in his career. Tatum looks to pass here. It's a lateral.
Nice block.
That's to Tolliver across the 35 and to the 34. So there's going to be a few yards lost on the play.
I saw a block out there again. Miles White out there on the perimeter putting that block on it. Got a guy from Chesterton down. Hopefully he's okay. But
there's plenty of action coming your way. We'll have some halftime coverage here for you. Chesterton announcing some Hall of Famers here tonight as well.
It's like Caden Sherwood is the guy down from Chesterton. Senior, 5'11", 190. But there's a lot going on east and west, which on this field is north and south.
Right.
But no, it's not. It's east and west. My fault. It's Friday night, Mike.
I'm letting you have your directions. You
Mike,
can have,
it's Friday night. Leave me alone. So, yeah, but I would expect them to go more north and south here. A lot of sideline to sideline action.
You're watching Friday Nights on the Region Sports Network with video presented by Georgia's Original Gyros Spot. Dine in, pick up, or drive through. Call 219-926-5435. The Original Georgia's Gyros Spot. So from they're marking it at the 34-yard line here. Three to the left in the receiver core. White doesn't get the handoff. The pass
nice ball.
Is complete at the 15-yard line. Miller with the catch.
Again, he secured.
I'm sorry, the 25-yard line, beg your pardon.
Yeah, he secured that catch, but really nice ball. And he had looks beyond that, too. The receiver running the top post was also open.
So another first down for the Brickies. Unofficially, I have them for 5 first downs in this game. So from the 25-yard line, 2 receivers to the right, White just to the right of Tatum. Tatum steps out, rolls to his right, looking down the field. Pass is complete by Miller, this time at the 15, but it's taken out at the 14 or 13-yard line. They're going to move the chains, and the 13-yard line is where it's going to sit.
Yeah, that was the play they've run all summer, right? When you go out and run some routes. Hey, man, let's go run some routes. And that was a lot of very good timing right there.
So first down at the 13-yard line for the Brickies. Certainly getting into a threatening zone here. Into the red zone. Tatum throws to his right. Pass complete. Tolliver out across the 10 before he's knocked out of bounds. This is the retirement red zone for the Brickies. And they have entered the retirement red zone sponsored by Wealth Partners on Main. Visit wealthpartnersonmain.com and start building your retirement playbook. Securities and advisory services offered through Prospera Financial Services. Remember, FINRA and SIPC. So ball up to the 9-yard line now.
Like Hobart's got so many weapons you have to account for in the red zone. They have so many guys that can hurt you. A lot of movement, too, to try to confuse the defense.
So at the 9.
Got to cut inside. Great job by the defense.
Defensive stop here for Chesterton, and they're saying ball out, and it's theirs. So the ball carrier. That time for Hobart, that looked like Irvin. Was it number 3 on the ball carry? Yep, number 3 on the ball carry.
Little inside handoff again, but that's just not fooling the Chesterton defense. Again, a lot of motion. It's just not. But they're coming back to the middle. I think they got to spread out north south.
To give us to White on the right side, who gets tackled right at the 9-yard line again for the third down. So a fourth down coming up from the 9-yard line. So it's fourth down and goal here for the Brickies, trying to get another score on the board. They had their PAT. I'm sorry, nope, it's fourth down.
Yeah, I'm saying they're going to go for 3 here.
Oh, they're going to go for the field goal, excuse me.
Love that. You got to have field goals somewhere.
So from the 16.
Blocked again.
And it is blocked. And falling on it, the kick made by Peter Janda, but it was blocked, and that's a huge get for the Chesterton Trojans on this block. He was going for a 26-yard field goal and blocked.
It's that third phase, Mike. You know, it's important as anything else tonight, and it's been huge so far for Chesterton, just keeping them in the ball game, make it a one-possession game.
So unfortunately for the Brickies, they can't get the score. They had a really good offensive drive on that one. 8 plays on that drive, and now starting at the 19. The pass to McCoy starting at the 19-yard line. Get up to the 24 now. So 5 yards on the pass.
Nice little team tackle there, but number 17, Fernando Robles, was in on that. 6'2", 185 junior, but good ball again. Two good quarterbacks here tonight.
Yeah, and two quarterbacks that are really growing. I mean, one was a sophomore, now in his senior season. Mentioned how 3,000 yards now in his career.
Really slinging it around.
And for Boyd, as Pasovic gets this one to run, and he is really finding his way through, but just too many brickies right up the middle for Pasovic there, and the ball on the 25-yard line, so it is a pickup of 1.
Stephen Miller was in on that tackle, number 20. It's like Hobart's going to call a timeout, or Chesterton going to call a timeout.
And for Chesterton, that'll be their second timeout called here this quarter, so they still have one remaining. Yeah, we talked about, Hunter Boyd and Tatum here. Boyd, we talked about his ability to, get in the weight room, work on his speed. He feels a little bit quicker, a little bit looser. He's still trying to find the rhythm, though, with some of these guys. McCoy being one of those that he said he's kind of built that, rapport with. And he's, got a few complete passes to him.
Yeah, Tatum can really move the ball around, and Boyd, of course, can. I think, again, these are two of the better quarterbacks in the area, man. They're really fun to watch.
Lone returning starter, Boyd, from last season's senior-heavy team. Splits to either side, two receivers either side for Boyd. He looks to his left, throws over the top, passes.
What a nice ball.
Complete at the 40-yard line. They're going to mark it at the 39. And Brody Lang, one of the guys that he said he's been working really well with. As it's a first down for the Trojans. So they're at the 25, now at the 39.
Brody Lane, 6', 160 junior. What a nice ball, though, huh?
That was
not
beautiful.
a good or easy pass.
And Brody Lane, not a kid he was on a backup on our depth chart, but talking with Coach Peterson before the game, he's definitely somebody as they connect to McCoy here on this play out across the 40. Certainly someone that is definitely going to be moving up the depth chart, if you will, and certainly getting into that starting role.
Yeah, that ball was in the air a long time, and just put it in about the only spot it could have been. I know I keep saying it, but fundamentally, both these teams are really well coached. McCoy coming back for that ball.
About 90 seconds left in this opening quarter. Second down coming up here. Boyd looking to his left, running ahead up the middle, and slides down, and they're going to mark it at the 49, which should be good for the first down. We'll see officially. They may mark it just a bit short at the 48.5.
No, they moved the chain.
They are moving the chain, so they move it up to the 49, which is where they needed to get.
One timeout left, correct?
And for the run, it is, yes, they do have one timeout left. Boyd out to the left side. Pass complete out across the 50 before tackled. And that was McCoy who gets up to the 47-yard line. But there is a flag on the field. So we'll see what the penalty marker is first.
Illegal man.
An illegal man, so that'll put Chesterton back a little bit here. So that pass in is not going to count. Boyd with his first rush of the game just a moment ago, picked up 7 yards.
That's hard. It might be one of those where he's blocking too soon. You know what I mean? It's one of those little bubble screens they run over on the left-hand side. And
so a loss of 5 on the play. First down and 15 now for Chesterton. Boyd to his left. Good, nice block up front, and it's tipped in the air, but it's going to be out of bounds. Well, they're saying no, it's going to stay with Hobart ball. Is it picked off? They are saying it is Hobart ball.
That's worst case scenario for Chesterton right there before the halftime.
And I think Irvin's the one that came down with it.
Flag in the backfield. I think Hobart's going to decline that play on the illegal block.
So we're having a conversation here, and I know Coach Schreiber on the other side trying to signal that he caught it in bounds. So it is Hobart ball here. I believe it was Irvin that came down with it. So he came down with the TJ Irvin with the INT. We'll double check that. There was a whole plethora of people over there. I couldn't get the exact number because then everybody started falling to the ground at the same time as well.
Yeah, that was a lot of bodies.
So from the 44-yard line, Hobart will take over here with 54 seconds to go. Tatum running to his left, stopping, throwing ahead. Pass is caught by Miller inbounds.
Should be stop clock. It's a first down.
Stop. The clock will stop at up to the 39-yard line on that play.
I don't know why he wound the clock on that.
.37 seconds to go here. Pass is incomplete up to the 30.
Dangerous play.
Irvin was the intended target.
Yeah, you don't want to bobble it in the middle there. A lot of bodies coming to the ball. You don't want to bobble there.
32.5 seconds remain. Ball on the 34-yard line.
See, Hobart has 2 timeouts. Is that right?
Yep. Hobart has 3, actually. Sorry.
I'm trying to look at the scoreboard through the wall here.
The pesky wall.
Yep.
Tatum.
He's got time.
Throws to his right, and Tolliver not able to come down with that one. So second down coming up here. Back-to-back incomplete passes for Tatum.
Yeah, I think he was looking downfield, and this was his second look, and the timing was off. The receiver had to stop, and he kind of slid and lost his feet on the turf. When it's getting a little dewy out there, I think. It's that time of the night. Nice fall night, campfire night. Big play here for Chesterton defense.
Third down here, low snap to Tatum. Running to his right, across the 40, passes ahead. Pass is caught by Tolliver up to the 15, past the 10, and into the end zone for the Bricky touchdown.
Explosive move there by Tolliver. They're going to go for 2, you think, just to
try to get that number back? Yeah, back up to a 14-0 game, but as it stands right now, it is 12-0 on the 34-yard catch from Tolliver.
Great play by Tatum just to keep the play alive, and Tolliver kind of sat down in a gap there, and once he caught it, man, he was very explosive and got quick to the end line.
So it appears as though...
Is that a flag?
Well, they're ruling the touchdown is good, so whatever...
Maybe a roughing the passer.
But they're going to decline it because they get the touchdown anyway. So 12-0 your score with 16.4 seconds remaining. Doug, it's still just the no, we're in this going to halftime. I beg your pardon.
Yeah, little wildcat look there, Mike.
It's a little wildcat look there, and now it's 14-0 in favor of the Brickies. We'll step aside. You are watching Friday Night Football on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
At American Testing Services, based in Hobart, Indiana, we specialize in NDT drone inspections and heat treatment services for local mills, fab shops, and facilities across the country. From Northwest Indiana to nationwide, we deliver precision, safety, and reliability. American Testing Services, America's trusted name in NDT.
At Athletic Performance Factory in Highland, Indiana, we push you to be bigger, faster, stronger, more explosive. Challenge every muscle with our cutting-edge sand speed and agility training. Build rock-solid strength and core stability to dominate on game day. Rent our full-size outdoor turf field for team workouts and practices. Improve your swing, boost your field skills, and protect your arm with expert one-on-one baseball and softball training built around you. We develop the entire athlete, mentally and physically. Athletic Performance Factory, where athletes are made.
Welcome back. Friday Night Football here on the Region Sports Network. Happy to have you with us on this Friday evening. Chesterton awaiting the kick after the touchdown from the Brickies and the 2-point conversion. Again, today's game brought to you by Georgia's Original Gyros here for Chesterton Trojan Football on the Region Sports Network. The original Georgia's Gyro spot in Chesterton, 219-926-5435. So the Brickies will kick it away here in just a moment. 16.4 seconds remain in the opening half. So the kick is away. They're going to the left side, and it'll be out of the end zone for a touchback.
Well, the penalty was inflicted right. They instilled the yards there.
Right, on that roughing the passer play.
Roughing the passer play. But kicked it off to the band over there.
So we'll start it at the 20-yard line for Chesterton. They've got 16 seconds to try to make something happen here.
I would guess that it's a pretty conservative call. Get in the locker room down 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm going to guess a little handoff to Boyd and then maybe just take a knee to get to the locker room.
Yeah, going to take a knee. They're taking a knee.
And that's what they do, and they don't want any injuries on this play. Smart move for Coach Peterson and Chesterton as he signals his team to the locker room as we are now at the half. So 14-0 your score with the Brickies all over Chesterton right now. A couple of great offensive possessions for the Brickies as we go into this halftime. So you're watching Friday Night Football on the Region Sports Network with video presented by Georgia's Original Gyros Spot. Check out the menu online at georgiasgyrospots.com. We'll step aside. You're watching Friday Football on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
You learn from the best hands in the business. The Bricklayers Allied Craft Workers for Indiana, Kentucky Apprenticeship. That's right, this is a paid apprenticeship.
I'm getting an education while learning a trade and getting paid for it.
The thing that surprised me the most about this apprenticeship program is the respect I have received after the proper time and training.
Classes start soon, so apply now. There are training centers throughout Indiana and Kentucky. We are the Bricklayers and Allied Craft Workers for Indiana, Kentucky Apprenticeship. The best hands in the business.
Sometimes the hardest part of improving your business isn't coming up with a great idea. It's knowing what to do with it. Chester Inc. Architectural and Construction Services is ready to meet all your industrial and commercial construction needs. Whether it's a small build-out or a complete construction project, Chester will design, build, and finance. Our team eliminates multiple contractors, providing you a single point of contact while staying within your budget. Chester Inc. Architectural and Construction Services, turning your ideas into realities.
You ready? Let's go. Yeah. For those of you that want to know what we're all about, it's like this, yo. This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, and 100% reason to remember the name.
Your future starts
here.
I can't believe I waited this long to get help.
High cholesterol runs in my family, so I know I needed to get tested every few years.
If I didn't get checked out, I might not have known till it was too late.
I never would have guessed I had diabetes.
Between the stress and the kind of food I was eating, my blood pressure was through the roof.
HealthLink made it easy and affordable to get tested and put my mind at ease.
Call to schedule your health screening today because good health can't wait.
Welcome back to Chesterton High School. You're watching Friday Night Football on the Region Sports Network with video presented by George's Original Gyros Spot. Dine in, pick up, or drive through. Call 219-926-5435. The Original George's Gyro Spot. Coach, what's your order at the Gyro Spot?
I'm a 2 hot dog special guy.
Yeah, okay.
Keep it pretty simple.
2 dogs on a Friday night, not too bad.
Sure.
So we are at the half here between Hobart. So at the half, they are announcing some of the Hall of Famers that are being inducted into the Chesterton Hall of Fame. This season, make your health part of the game plan. HealthLink provides medical, dental, behavioral health, vision, pharmacy services, and more for the whole family. Medicaid, Medicare, most commercial insurance plans, and the uninsured are welcome. Call 888-580-1060 today. All right, 14-0 your score here at the half between Chesterton and Hobart. And Hobart has done it really with a little ground and pound and the occasional air raid when they need to, and really stepping up on defense as well. And I don't know if our cameras can pick it up right now, but it's all over now. But Hobart was doing a little light show over there on their fan section, but it's done now at this point. No big deal. I was enjoying that.
Easily amused, Mr. Michael Brandner.
You have no idea. That's what happens when you teach middle school. But, yeah, it's been a really impressive game. Alex Tatum, let's see, he needed 10 completed passes, so he's got 7. Nope, that's Boyd. Hold on, I beg your pardon. His next completion will be his 200th completion of his career. Tatum has been really impressive so far, but some of these catches have been really good as well, and the Brickies are doing it on defense on top of it.
Yeah, again, we talk about the experience that Hobart has, and I think it feels like it should be like 21-0, and I think Chesterton's doing a really good job of keeping it within reach. But I think, as we mentioned, Hobart's got, scoring over 30 points a game last year and a lot of that back. And I know they lost Pickett, to graduation, but Max was a big part of last year's success. But man, they got guys everywhere, and it's just right now they're still working out the kinks, early on. And again, we mentioned Coach Chechevich and the Chesterton defense is doing a really good job of confusing Hobart as well. So again, it's going to take time for this Chesterton football team to get where they want to be. But again, that's why you play these non-conference early season games.
So unofficially, and I want to preface the fact by saying these are very unofficial numbers. Trying to do the stats during a game is not the easiest thing to do. So if it sounds as though missing a play once in a while, that's why I have the best analyst in the business with me here, and the coach Doug Nelson, making sure that as I'm feverishly counting my toes to make sure I have all the numbers right. So I've got Tatum with 6 rushes for 61 yards. I got him 13 pass attempts. 11 of them completed for 154 yards. That sound about right to you?
Yeah, but you're working way too hard.
I'm trying over here.
You are giving me a headache.
We had a 77-yard touchdown pass that was given to Miller on one of the pretty close to the opening plays of the game, and we've got that clip for you right here.
And Tatum like I said, he's done a really good job of keeping plays alive.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And giving his receivers, his talented receivers, a time to get open, and they have. And Tatum puts the ball where he had to put it.
So this is a top 10 matchup of Region Sports Network ranked teams. Number 4, Hobart. Number 8, Chesterton. And we always talk about who's going to be in the next week, who's going to be out. And week 1 is, people are going to overreact because it's week 1. But this is certainly a week where we're going to find a little bit about, these teams in general. Kyle Stower is on the production, by the way, doing that replay for you and trying to get to, I know we had, I believe we had some video clarity issues. There's your team right there that's here at Chesterton today. Myself, along with the coach Doug Nelson. I'm Michael Brandner. Kyle Stowers on the production. Yes, the heavy hitter, Kyle Stowers at that.
He's also a figure in the Porter County Fair. You can't forget about that.
What is that? He's a staple there? He's there all the time? I know he was talking about mac and cheese earlier.
The staple.
Okay, the staple. All right, he's holding it together over there in Porter County. Nice to know.
Keeps the concessions people in line. And
Tony Madrino working the camera as well, so basically keeping you in line? Is that what?
Don't need to start that, but okay.
As Kyle is laughing hysterically.
My tab is yet to be paid at his booth.
White I have with 8 carries for 22 yards, including a 2-point conversion as well. Cash with 2 carries for 12 yards. And then you've got Tolliver with 4 catches for 37 yards. And I've got Miller with 4 catches. I'll have to add those up. It's a lot of math going on here. He started with that 77-yard touchdown catch. That was his first catch of the game, and that's not a bad way to start your season.
Well, that'll help the average, but then you have Miles White. I mean, my goodness, they have weapons everywhere. I know I keep saying that, but this is a 4A school. They're loaded offensively.
So Miller with 4 catches for 113 yards. He's really kind of been that staple for Tatum, as I mentioned. 13 attempts. So maybe 9 completions. Yeah, we said 9 completions because if he had 10, then it would be his 200th career completion. So his next completed pass will be 200 in his career. And again, he started as a sophomore. And the fun thing when you read about a kid like Tatum, he's an introvert. He doesn't like to just go up and talk to people. He's very much, I watched him a little bit pregame. He was there with his, headphones on, listening to music, and I saw him walk by and I said, hey, good luck, gave him a fist bump, and he said, thank you, sir, and he just kept on moving. And my first thought was, I'm old enough to be sirred, which was a little bit bothersome. But just, he's not the flashy kind of quarterback that we see out of some guys.
Well, again, I think what we saw.
There's nothing wrong with that.
No, I love it, and you've been in, being in education. But we've had a good example set. Last year's Heisman winner, Mendoza from IU, is now at Las Vegas. But he was always very polite, very well-spoken in his interviews. And I think these young people look up to stuff like that. And I'll take that any day of the week.
They just had a nationally televised game. I don't know if you saw it. He even referred it back. He said, give some love to Mr. Buck up there.
Mr. Buck, yeah.
Yeah, and then they said, well, about, he's like, well, okay, Troy Aikman gets all the accolades because he's the quarterback. How about, the play-by-play guy gets some love? But it's Mr. Buck. It's not Joe. It's not, Joe Buck. It's Mr. Buck. So, a few similarities in that kind of respect as well. And a lot of that has got to come from the coaching staff, and it starts with Eric Schreiber Jr., who's a very young coach, one of the youngest coaches in Northwest Indiana. Had a lot of assistants under his dad over at Hammond Clark, and then also was an assistant coach under Craig Bazia as well when they were at Homewood Flossmoor. So there's a reason why this Hobart team, he was even at Westside for a couple of years leading to this Hobart gig. There's a reason these guys love to play for him, Doug. I don't know if you saw this. There was an article that said he jumped participation over at Westside from 42 players to 84.
Yeah.
That's 40 players. That's a crazy amount of guys that are able to make their way to the field. Now, you got to remember, in a lot of cases, Northwest Indiana, some kids that might be the best athletes around, no matter what area of Indiana you're talking about, may not be able to play. They got to work and support family situations and whatnot. Or, but he's getting these guys to come out and participate and play, and they're doing a heck of a job right now.
Yeah, they're getting guys on the field and working, and it's paying off. And it's the old adage that they don't care what you know till they know that you care, right?
Yep.
He puts in and puts the time in, and it will pay off in the wins and losses.
All right, we're gonna keep you with the band here. I know a lot of people like to catch out the The band here on the field always do a marvelous job, along with the color guard as well, no matter what school you're talking about. Color guard waving the flags and the rifles up front as well. I marvel at their ability. First off, let's just take the marching band out of it and the movements that they do on the field. That's crazy insane.
And then you take the rifles. I would be concussed already. But, yeah.
I have thrown one in the air, and it did not hit me in the head.
We talk about it all the time. It's not just about the football players.
Right.
You got cheerleaders. You got the band. Again, I live in Portage, and you can hear the band from my house late at night, working on their stuff. And, hey, congrats to them, and best of luck to them as well. And this is an important season for them, too.
And cheerleaders down there as well. But, great turnout here at Chesterton from what I can see. The stands are packed. Good turnout from Hobart as well. And you got to believe, we'll take a break here in just a second, but you got to believe for a lot of people coming here tonight, it's to get a sense of normalcy, get out of whatever the situation is that we've been dealing with for the past 2 weeks since the storms rolled through on Tuesday last week. Chesterton hasn't even started school yet. I don't believe Hobart has. I don't know 100% on that, but I don't believe they have started school. But let's get back to Friday nights. Let's get back to doing what we would normally do routine wise.
Just to get out of the house.
Yeah, for some people.
It's tired of hearing the hum of generators. You know what I mean? And the fumes from the generators. Just to get away and enjoy the evening, and like you said, grab some popcorn and support your community. But again,
and Chesterton does so well at that in supporting this school and the community turning out and supporting. So
in many different again, not just in football, with the dance team that's taking the field now and the band, and they celebrated senior night already tonight. So a lot of families out here tonight filling the seats.
So we'll take over. We'll take a look at the numbers here for the Chesterton Trojans. Pasovic, for Chesterton, he was kind of the one right off the bat, and I think it's just because Chesterton started to kind of get out of get low on the scoreboard there, but Pasovic was doing a very good job in the running game very early on. I've got him 9 runs for 23 yards, so he's not getting big chunks. His biggest was a 7-yard run on his 3rd run of the game, but other than that, it's just 1, 2, 4, 3. It's those small chunks, but he's doing a good job getting through and kind of breaking some of that line a little bit, but they're closing that gap mightily here once he gets the ball. And that's maybe why Peterson started to get away from that.
Right, and again, with you have the size of Hobart's front 5 or 4, and they're bringing the backers up, and but Pasovic did it, and he had a couple shifty, nice moves, but he's more of a battering ram kind of guy, and as we said, Coach McCormick kind of hinted us early that the offense is going to have to control the football for them to have a chance tonight, but again, it's a long season, and they'll progress through the year and get ready for conference play in a couple of weeks. They have Chesterton's got Hammond Morton next week, which is another very good, solid non-conference game to help them get ready for Duneland play.
Yeah, never easy. We got the Morton Governors on the Region Sports Network tonight, as well as they play the Portage Indians, I believe is who they're playing here this evening. We've also got Lowell and Crown Point. That's a fun rivalry matchup as well for you. We will have Munster Lake Central for you here on the Region Sports Network tomorrow as well. That game got pushed back to Saturday due to, that's another thing we haven't really talked about. Some of these teams weren't able to necessarily have the same kind of practices unless they had power. So, some teams had to, miss a couple of days of potential practice. And, so just getting back to that normalcy for these guys as well.
It's we talk about it, but it's what we're dealing with here in Northwest Indiana is real stuff. Some people don't have running water.
Yeah.
It takes power to run some of these wells, and they literally don't have things to help live. People are not in their homes right now, Mike. So
yeah, absolutely.
This is kind of perspective wise. I know we all get caught up in it, but at the end of the day, we want everybody safe and happy and get things back to normal, whatever that means anymore.
Well, I'm happy to be working with you. We're going to be taking a break here we're going to take a break right now. Actually, you are watching football here on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Life isn't always loud. Sometimes it's the quiet moments that matter the most. Of effort, of a dream taking root. And behind those moments, there's trust. Thank you for trusting Centier Bank with those moments and making us a part of your story. Thank you for the opportunity to earn your trust.
For 26 years, Armor Construction has been beautifying homes across Northwest Indiana. From expert roofing and durable siding to eye-catching custom copper work, Armor Construction does it all with the highest quality and integrity. Serving Lake, Porter, and LaPorte counties, trust the best exterior construction company in Northwest Indiana to protect your investment.
At Athletic Performance Factory in Highland, Indiana, we push you to be bigger, faster, stronger, more explosive. Challenge every muscle with our cutting-edge sand speed and agility training. Build rock-solid strength and core stability to dominate on game day. Rent our full-size outdoor turf field for team workouts and practices. Improve your swing, boost your field skills, and protect your arm with expert one-on-one baseball and softball training built around you. We develop the entire athlete, mentally and physically. Athletic Performance Factory, where athletes are made.
Flip the switch, a light turns on. Press the button, machines and instruments come to life. Touch the screen, communicate with the world. Simple tasks, guaranteed results, every second of every day. That's the power of power. And that's the power brought to you by the Nika contractors and electrical workers of Local 531.
Calling all current and future homeowners in the Northwest Indiana area. Whether you're buying or selling, Brent Wright is here to make your real estate journey smooth and successful. With years of experience, personalized service, and a deep knowledge of the market, Brent will help you find the perfect place or get the best deal for your property. Call today at 219-406-7195 and take the first step toward your real estate goals. Contact Brent Wright, the right way to buy and sell real estate.
Every great football game is shaped long before the final drive. It's built through preparation, discipline, and a plan. Retirement is no different. The closer you get, the more important every decision becomes. At Wealth Partners on Main, we help you build a personalized retirement strategy, so when you approach your retirement red zone, you can move forward with confidence. Because the best outcomes aren't left to chance. They're planned. Wealth Partners on Main, your home team for retirement.
Welcome back here to Region Sports Network here in Chesterton, Indiana. Teams warming up, getting ready for the second half. See if Chesterton can dent into this Hobart lead here. Again, Hobart's really had a lot of offensive movement, but they just had a hard time finishing drives, and Chesterton's really stepped up when they had to, kind of a bend but don't break defense when they had to, and they weren't given Hobart great field position off a turnover there, and that late turnover by Chesterton really hurt. That interception there about the 50-yard line, and Hobart was able to capitalize. So that was kind of a first half backbreaker for Chesterton early on there in the first half. But here we go. We're getting ready. We got a couple minutes left before second half kickoff. But see how what adjustments were made. And we talked about coaching staff. Coach Schreiber at Hobart and his staff do a great job. And Coach Peterson, longtime Chesterton coach. And it's kind of coincidental that he had some special team plays there, a couple blocked field goals, because when I first met Coach Peterson at VU, Valparaiso University, that's what he was a special teams coach, and they were known nationally for their special team prowess. So kind of bringing some thunder and lightning to special teams. Again, it's that third facet of the game that doesn't always get the attention it should.
Sorry, Doug.
Hey, no problem, Mike.
Trying to decide the great light battle here of Chesterton press box here.
We can go.
We'll make it work. We got lights.
We can dance, man.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah. Takes two to tango.
I do want to point out, I told you my numbers are very unofficial. Looking over at Mason Williams, who's doing the game as well for the Papers. His numbers are probably way more accurate than mine. So he's got Tatum, 8 of 12 for 141 yards, 2 touchdowns, 6 carries for 55 yards. Miller with 4 catches for 107 yards and a touchdown, along with Bryce Tolliver, 5 catches for 49 yards and a touchdown. And then Boyd, 8 for 10 with 44 yards with an interception as well. And then you've got Sam Pasovic, 9 carries for 23 yards. So I'm going to trust his numbers a little bit more.
Why
than mine.
would you say that? Don't sell yourself short. You're a great slouch.
Shoes are off, trying to count the toes along with it.
I knew I smelled something up here.
Well, if you're looking for a winning formula, we've got one. I don't know if it's that, but from the printer tray to the field, Pulse Technology is keeping us moving. For more information about the heartbeat of the Region Sports Network, visit Pulse Technology on the web at pulsetechnology.com. And just, because I know you were looking forward to it, but crispy golden award-winning flavor, Strachan Van Til's fried chicken is voted best in the region. Perfect for any party. Skip the stress and serve the best. Order today at strachanvantil.com.
Hey, I mentioned how much of a fan I am of Strax. Beyond the fact that they're a sponsor of Region Sports Network. They're unbelievable deli.
They are phenomenal in the sense that also they have those pre-made meals.
Oh, my goodness.
It's very beneficial. To keep up with all things Region Sports, be sure to check us out on our social media pages. We're always active on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, X, and at our website at regionsports.com. Celebrating over 25 years, we're proud to still be the only game in town.
096.
Calling out 50-50 numbers, Mike.
Was that yours?
Not mine.
Not yours? That's a bummer.
I could have every 50-50 ticket in the basket, and I would not win. I have that kind of luck.
The law of large numbers says that statistically that's impossible, but I understand.
You see the reference there? You want to bet? I would lose that bet, too.
Yes, indeed. Oh, I always love working with you, Coach.
Never know what's going to happen.
You picked up a second coaching gig, you just told me as well.
Yeah, I'm coaching middle school baseball.
Yeah,
Holy cow. Sound like Ozzy Osbourne just walked in, but coaching some middle school baseball, which is a great time in the fall. We're off to, I think, we're either 4-0 or 5-0. We're off to a good start. It's enjoyable.
So you guys play in the fall. That's interesting.
For middle school baseball, yeah.
I like it. I'm all for it.
It's enjoyable.
All right, well, we're about to play the game here. So with 12 minutes to go in the third quarter, just started the second half, Chesterton will receive the ball. Kick is going to be made for Hobart. That's by Peter Jana. And now Pasovic up to the 30, out across the 30 to the 40, out across the 40, up to the 50. What a return. Up to the 30. We got a flag in the backfield, but he's going to go into the end zone. And I think it's going to come back, but it could be a touchdown, and let the light show begin here at Chesterton.
Love the light show, but I think that's coming back, Michael.
And so we see the white hat official telling Chesterton to kind of stay off to the side, and you see the coaching staff all going, oh, my goodness. See hands on heads in disbelief.
Again, that's another one of those flags that had nothing to do with the play, Mike. Oh, that's on the...
Wait, holding on Hobart, so that is going to be a touchdown for Chesterton on the return.
Yeah. Again, I talk about the
from
special
Sam Pasovic.
Yeah, the special teams of Chesterton, and Coach Peterson's known for that from around the area and the country when he was at Valparaiso University.
What a return. And
they're
we're
still talking it over.
Yeah, they're talking things over, so we'll see if the hold is going to hold up here, and now it looks...
They pointed the wrong way, I think.
Oh, so now it's a hold on Chesterton, so the ball is coming back, and that's what Coach Peterson is going to go out to midfield and ask for a clarification here. He's like, wait a minute.
Some kind of an explanation would be good.
And I believe they have it here where you can wire these guys up and make the announcement.
Well, sometimes...
And they're still talking this thing over.
Yeah.
So we thought it was... Yeah, the hold is on... Okay, the hold is now on Chesterton. They may have signaled the wrong direction. It's week one for the officiating crew as well.
Yep.
So that washes the touchdown for Chesterton, and unfortunately, that's something that Chesterton really needed, a spark like that to get this crowd into it. We haven't even really mentioned the crowd, and while they've been in the game, not to the level that we're normally seeing Chesterton fans get into it.
Yeah, again, I think it's a lot of unknown names, a lot of people that are going to try to prove themselves, but Pasovic got in the open field, man. He was quick. He was running away from guys.
So starting at the 40-yard line, the run here on the left side. Pasovic again with the carry, this time from the, it's going to be they have 40 on the ball on. The ball's on the 38.
Nice little trap play by Chesterton. That's how they started out the game. Running Pasovic between the tackles and see if he can get that first level of defense, and then he made a little nice side cut early on in the first quarter.
So 2nd down and 8 here. Boyd gives up to Pasovic again, who gets stopped for a gain of a yard, maybe a half yard. It looks like it's going to be a yard on the play. They're going to mark it at the 40 and a half. We'll give it the 41, though.
Mike, it's interesting. Some of the guys that you see, it's like a zone read where he's looking for a hole to hit, as opposed to just putting his head down and smashing. You know
Which
what I
is
mean?
what Andrew Goveo was really good at, just putting his head down and running through. If he's going to get tackled, it's going to take most of the Bricky defense to bring him down. He was a bust.
He was unbelievable, but yeah, in order to, you're just not going to fool people when they're gang tackling like they do for the Brickies.
Boyd looking to throw down the field, looking for his receiver, and it's going to be too long. Looking for Robinson on the play. Robinson still looking for his first catch of the season. So 4th down coming here. Yeah, that hold, and obviously we didn't see the number, but man, that was a momentum swing.
It was, and again, it's good that that's just what they're capable of. You know what I mean? And
correct.
Again,
so from the 40, we'll see a punt here for Chesterton. And it's punted away. And it's going to bounce. It's going to take a Chesterton roll, and it may have caught somebody. So inside the 20, Miller's going to down it. And it may have bumped off of a Bricky. It at least hit somebody.
Yeah. And they reacted like it hit them, but they were running for the ball. You got to get away from that thing like it's poison, and they call poison, and get away from it. But it took a hop.
So it took a Chesterton hop at that. So for the Brickies, they will start on their 18.
Again, to see if the Hobart offense, again, it's 14-0, but let's see if they worked out the kinks a little bit. They seem to just move the ball and then just kind of shut down drives quickly.
So first down here from the 18. Pass here to the left side. This is Cash with the catch to the near side.
Nice little pass out to the flat there.
So Cash with the catch there, and it's a pickup of 6 yards.
Yeah, they're going to go quick, no huddle.
So 2nd down and 4 coming up here. Handoff to White. White across the 30. That'll be good for a Hobart first down.
White's the kind of guy you got to get him low. You're not going to tackle White up high, so you got to get him down by the ankles and knees and hope for some help. He's a good sized kid.
8 yards on that first down run for White. Happy to have football back here on Friday nights here on the Region Sports Network. White with the ball again. Out across the 35 after the little sidestep move here, out across the 50 and taken down near the 40-yard line. White doing some work.
And that's what I mentioned. I want to see him get out in the open field, and he seeked out contact there, Mike. He was not running out of bounds. He was looking to lay some lumber.
Miles White a season ago, 15 rushes for just under 200 yards. His long was 85. That's a big pickup on that play.
Good size, and he falls forward, man. He's a force to be reckoned with.
So ball on the 41-yard line. First down again for the Brickies. They've had more than a handful today. Ball carrier ahead. Tatum with the run here on the left side, out across the 40-yard line up to the 39. So a pickup of 2 on the run for Tatum.
Zane Westerland again in on that one. And again, as we mentioned, with the weapons that they have, and they have the potential to spread you out pretty good, but Westmoreland's always, again, like we said, are always around the football. It's hard to teach that. I don't know if you can teach that, just that knack for being around the football.
Well, the starters we were told coming in for Chesterton, we'll tell you just after this play here. Snap to Tatum, holds the ball, throw into his right, or moving to his right, throws down the field. There's a flag on the play, and it's incomplete down in the end zone.
He just flipped that like 50 yards. That was a nice...
Yeah, ho-hum, just like watching you play out there.
Yeah.
So penalty marker down. We'll wait to see what that is going to be.
The holding.
And it's going to be holding against Hobart. We mentioned we'll mention the starters here. So for Chesterton, Melton, Violo, and Hollingsworth up front. Westerland, Cunningham, and Sherwood. And I believe it is... it's not Dilbeck out there for Chesterton. I believe he is out for the game today. So Semidai is in for him, along with Smith, Prater, Reed, and Robinson defensively for the Trojans.
See how aggressive Hobart wants to get here. Second and very long. Emptied the backfield. Maybe a little bubble screen. Inside handoff.
Fake handoff to Tolliver. Flip over the middle to Cash. Cash across the 50 up to the 45, 40. Gets stopped there, and then he's inside the 40 up to the 39-yard line. Nice run. And just keeping the play moving for Cash.
Nice defense. Nice tackle there by number 12, Bradley Robinson. 6-foot senior. It was about the last line of defense there for Chesterton.
Robinson last year with a interception, 36 total tackles. Cash last year, 9 receptions for just over 100 yards, couple of touchdowns.
He made a couple of nice moves for being a bigger guy there, didn't he?
And he's a very humble young man as well. A lot to be said about him, a lot of positive things from his teammates and his coaching staff. Tatum throw left side, and it'll bounce in there, trying to find his receiver. And we're talking already 3,000 yards in his career.
That's that play as you're rolling out to your left and trying to throw back to your right a little bit. It's hard to get squared up.
His accuracy is right around that 54% mark.
As much as they throw it, that's not bad. Right?
No, not at all.
They really throw the ball around.
He had over 1,300 yards his sophomore season. Over as he punts that one and picked up around the 10-yard line. Here for Chesterton out across the 30. Nice return for Chesterton as Robinson able to bring that one out across 30. So a return of over 20 yards. Not bad. That's what Chesterton needs, some positivity on their side.
Yeah, that wasn't a very good kick. I mean, if you're going to pooch kick it toward the boundary. Use the side out of bounds. You have the entire field. And yeah,
so you're saying guys can knock them out of bounds and lessen the return.
Sure.
As opposed to an open field tackle.
Sure, especially in the middle of the field. And that ended up being like a 6-yard punt, right? I mean, after the return.
So inside near the left, the near hash mark here for Chesterton. They'll take over. Here at the 34-yard line. Boyd looking to his left. This one tipped and intercepted at the 30 and across the 25. And I believe it's Miller in with the interception.
Yeah, second turnover of the game for Chesterton. See if Hobart can take advantage of it. But yeah, you just, those are mistakes you just can't have when you're chasing a couple touchdowns.
Well, and if you're Hobart here, I'm not as in on football as maybe other sports, and this is not I didn't play it as a kid or anything like that, but the first thing I notice about Boyd, every single time snap, looks left.
Yeah.
There's no fake right to try to even disguise it in that way. So
right.
So instantly you're thinking, okay, let's load the left side, I would think, right?
Yeah, and they've done that with a couple blitzes too.
White with the ball on the right side near the boundary line, and he'll be knocked out of bounds, so the clock will stop with 7:04 left.
Yeah, a little Wildcat look. I bet you're going to see more of that as the weather gets colder. You know what I mean? When you start seeing that snow and wind and rain, you're going to see more Wildcat with him in the backfield.
We're still trying to get through like late summer here. Let's not skip to the terrible weather.
Okay.
Let's not jump seasons here. We got to get some fall and
some colorful leaves.
Yeah.
Make
some chili, sit out and listen to the Region Sports Network. Tatum looking to throw down the field toward the end zone.
He caught it.
Pass is caught for the touchdown.
Nice play. That's what I mentioned earlier. I think they can stretch the defense north-south, right? I mentioned that earlier, and I think that play is there.
And Tolliver with his second touchdown of the game. Tolliver picks up his second touchdown for the Hobart Brickies.
And that's two touchdowns. Sorry, Mike. 2 touchdowns off turnovers.
So 20. Yep. After INTs, Janda with the kick, and it is good. So 21-0 your score in favor of the Brickies. Trying to pitch a shutout here. We'll tap aside. You are watching football on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Thinking about what to do after high school? Consider a career with Boilermakers Local 374. As a Boilermaker apprentice, you'll earn while you learn. We offer excellent wages and benefits, and as part of our no-cost hands-on apprenticeship program, you'll learn from the best in state-of-the-art training centers and on the job. Become a union Boilermaker and get on your way to a great career. Find out more, visit www.local374.org or call 219-845-1000. On the job, become a union Boilermaker and get on your way to a great career. Find out more, visit www.local374.org or call 219-845-1000.
Elling. Or Mailing, excuse me, completes it to Mailing.
6'2" senior. That was really nice hands.
But makes me eat my word. Just as I said, he always seems to look to his left and throws left. Goes right that time. And that's what he needs to do. Everybody's going to be thinking, okay, let's veer to this side of the field, and then he finds someone open where there might be some space to run.
Yeah, football's a game of tendencies, right? And you called that one out, but it's early.
Handoff. Pasovic again out across the 40, up to about the 43-yard line.
I think
that'd be good for a first down.
Yeah, but I like that Mike. I like it. You hit the hole there.
Yeah,
he didn't dance around that time, and I like when he gets north-south and hits the hole, gets beyond that first level of the Hobart defense, then make a move.
Be good for a first down.
Yeah, but I like that Mike. I like it. You hit the hole there.
Yeah,
he didn't dance around that time, and I like when he gets north-south and hits the hole, gets beyond that first level of the Hobart defense, then make a move because the hole's there.
Yeah, the tackling up front has been really good for the Chesterton starting five.
Making a meal out of me over here. Have you heard that one? That's the next bad thing with all the rain that we've had.
We're getting mosquitoes.
I'm getting annihilated.
Let it go for you because it's staying away from me.
Me against him. It's game on now.
The great mosquito battle in the press box here at Chesterton. Third down coming up here for the Trojans. Throw left. Pass is caught. It will not be enough for the first down. It'll be up to the 48-yard line, excuse me. McCoy on the catch, and we have another Bricky down. And we'll have a timeout on the field again.
Yeah.
That's what we're starting to get to the point now where, conditioning and, the hydration is also a factor. It's not necessarily, all that warm out tonight. We've definitely been here for.
It's on, dude. Go ahead. Yes, the cramping might be a problem between me and this mosquito. Hope they got good drywall up here. I'm going to put a hole in it.
Do apologize.
The adventures of Mike and Doug doing a broadcast. Dwan, you took that chance, buddy. Welcome back, man. Let's go. I got him.
Watching you swat a mosquito might be one of the funnier things I've experienced with you, and we've had some good moments.
Uh-huh. Oh. If Rico was here, he'd handle it with a scarf.
There would be we couldn't be on the air.
Yeah.
It would just be a live video. We would not be able to bring you commentary.
Yeah, just straight.
Our operations manager was here also.
Laugh real.
Oh, man. Okay. Well, apologies, folks.
See if they're going for it.
Well, we've seen Hobart be willing to go for it, so we'll see what Chesterton provides here. 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Pass looking to the right, down 21. Pass is almost intercepted off the hands of Hayes.
Yeah, that kind of floated out of his hands. He wasn't real confident on that throw. He kind of floated it. Turnover on down, so officially that's their 3rd turnover of the ball game.
Cheer on your favorite team, then take care of your own. HealthLink offers affordable health care for kids and adults, including medical, dental, behavioral health, vision, pharmacy services, and more. Find a location near you at healthlinkchc.org. That's health, LINCCHC.org. You got all that?
Yeah.
Okay. Just making sure. All right, Hobart will take over here at the 48-yard line. 2 trips to the left, 1 to the right for Tatum. Empty backfield. Man in motion. Fake handoff, rolling to his left, throwing down the field. Hit as he throws. Wide open, caught just inside the 10 for Miller.
What a throw.
Miller hauling it in. Miller and Tolliver having a night. And Tatum helping him supply the offense.
I think it was one of those. Tatum knew the backside heat was coming.
Yeah, he got hit as he threw. So just inside the 10, a huge gain for Miller on the play. Miller, the senior, 6'1", 180, using all 6'1" of that frame there. Snap to Tatum. Handoff. Left side, running ahead. The run for Fontanez here for Hobart. Sherwood in on the tackle. Ball down to the 4, so 2nd and goal here for the Brickies. Handoff left side again. Fontanez stopped at the 1-yard line. So now 3rd down coming up here from the 1-yard line. All right, Doug, are you throwing it or are you running it?
I'm giving it back to Fontanez.
Giving it to the number 4.
Yep. You got
running
the line
back here. Or does Tatum come in here with a sneak?
We got, again, you could do a...
Fontanez stands at the 7-yard line.
A little tush push.
The run ahead, and no official is calling a touchdown yet. And we now have a touchdown.
The Philly special.
And Tatum with the keep. Tatum keeps that one, runs inside, and now 27-0 your score with 3:49 to go.
Another more points off turnover, Mike.
Janda on to kick, and we'll have a timeout taken by Hobart. They were not set for the PAT, so we'll have a timeout taken by Hobart here. So Tatum with the sneak. Just trying to run inside there. 27-0 the score. And if you are wondering and keeping score, the great battle between the Mosquito and Doug Nelson has officially come to an end. And for all of our animal people out there, we're not going to say what exactly. I feel like we got to get a picture of that.
Yeah, we got to post that.
I don't know if we're going to post it because I don't think...
I will. Look at that. Shine your light on that. Massacre.
As we get to the...
My wife is mad at me. She's texting. We got to behave, Michael, so we need to get this straight.
Apologies.
Yes. Sorry, man.
All right. PAT from Janda is blocked.
Blocked again. That's the third block of the night.
We've seen quite a few blocks for Chesterton here. So 27-0 your score. Brookie's on top with 3:49 to go. You are watching Friday Football on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Sometimes the hardest part of improving your business isn't coming up with a great idea. It's knowing what to do with it. Chester Inc. Architectural and Construction Services is ready to meet all your industrial and commercial construction needs. Whether it's a small build-out or a complete construction project, Chester will design, build, and finance. Our team eliminates multiple contractors, providing you a single point of contact while staying within your budget. Chester Inc. Architectural and Construction Services, turning your ideas into realities.
You ready? Let's go. Yeah. For those of you that want to know what we're all about, it's like this, y'all. This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, 100% reason to remember the name.
Your future starts
here.
We welcome you back here on a Friday night. You're watching Friday Football Night on the Region Sports Network with video presented by George's Original Gyro Spot. Check out the menu online at georgesgyrospots.com. You can get a Doug Nelson special, which is 2 hot dogs.
They have a really good breakfast, too, by the way. I don't think I've spent much time there for breakfast, but they're very helpful with the Chesterton Athletic Department, with pancake breakfast and such like that with fundraisers.
Trying to run this one out on the left side up to the 30. Nice return for Chesterton once again. Chesterton has at least gotten these nice returns to try to help them out. Larson with that one. So there are some positives to be taken away from some of these games, and really right now, and I know for Chesterton, I mean, there's going to be frustrations for the fan base. I completely understand that, but there's a lot of growth coming your way over the next few seasons.
We've talked about that a lot, and it's all about mindset. It's the long run. This is not a sprint; it's a marathon. And
left side and intercepted, and into the end zone for the Bricky touchdown.
That's just, I'm telling you, I think Hobart is loaded this year. And again, Chesterton is going to get better. And it's tough. It's tough in that Duneland Conference to show that you're getting better, and it takes time because the top of the Duneland is loaded with Maryville and Crown Point. Valpo had a down year last year, but they're going to be back. LaPorte had a nice run at the end of the season, and the Duneland Conference is hard.
Hayes with the interception and the touchdown, the pick six for Hayes. And one team that we got to mention in the Duneland Athletic Conference, they are getting some votes in the polling. Not to mention, they were third in the Duneland last year, Michigan City.
Oh, they always have talent, don't they?
I mean, I feel like they fly under the radar, yet they're always near the top.
Yeah, and again, I think Valpo bumped up to 6A, so Michigan City's still in 5, and I think they're a real contender in 5A football.
Going for 2, won't be converted here. The throw on the right side, and we've got a flag on the play here. And we've got some extracurriculars after the play. And frustration mounting here for the Chesterton Trojans. The PAT no good. The 2-point conversion no good. So 33-0 your score with 3:31 to go here in the third quarter. You are watching Friday football on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Since 1998, customers have enjoyed Chicago dogs, Italian beef, burgers, Polish, and of course the gyros. All from the original George's Gyro Spot in Chesterton. Located at 325 North Calumet Road, George's Gyro Spot prides itself on fast, friendly service at affordable prices. Open 7 days a week, George's Gyro Spot offers dine-in or carry-out. To place an order, call 219-926-5435 or go to georgesgyrospot.com to check out their menu and to place your online order. The original George's Gyro Spot.
Some see a wrestling match. We see a 6-minute lesson in grit. Some see a coach sending a runner home. We see a mentor guiding a student athlete into the future. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Welcome back to Football Night here on the Region Sports Network. We've had a number of times where we've had the Wealth Partners main red zone. This is the retirement red zone, as the Brickies have entered the red zone numerous times. The retirement red zone sponsored by Wealth Partners on Main, your home team for retiring planning. Securities and advisory services offered through Prospera Financial Services, member FINRA and the SIPC. A lot of red zone opportunities for the Brickies here in this one today. And Chesterton right now just trying to get some momentum going on their side, trying to find some positive look on their side, and just the development is going to be what's needed here week one right now, just trying to complete this game and find some growth here by the end of it.
Yeah, I remember early on, like I said, there were smash mouth football early on, very conservative, and I think that's what they have to build on. That they got to sustain a drive and see if they can finish a drive with some points, and like you said, get something positive to carry on to next week. So I think you're going to see a conservative drive and just try to move the chains.
Pacific has been the real bright spot in this lineup today for the Trojans. One man in motion here, out to the right and up to the 20-yard line, up to the 25. The run there for Brody Lane.
Yeah, a lot of distance run there for 4 or 5 yards. But I think that's the kind of drive you're going to see from Chesterton. Try to maintain some clock, maintain some possession of the football, and like I said, see if you can finish out a drive here with points.
2nd down and 6 coming up here.
5 yards, but I think that's the kind of drive you're going to see from Chesterton. Try to maintain some clock, maintain some possession of the football, and like I said, see if you can finish out a drive here with points.
2nd down and 6 coming up here. 3:06 to go here in the third quarter. He's throwing to these guys. This is the first time in game, in a real game situation, that he's really throwing to these guys. But a lot to be learned, as you said. There's going to be things on film now that they can look at and take away from this and say, okay, here's where this didn't go right. Here's where you could have done this or you could have done that.
Yeah, under the bright lights of Friday. I mean, there's a big difference between doing a scrimmage, in the summertime and really getting after it here with adrenaline and such. But yeah, just get film and build from it, and you got to be patient. It takes time.
Well, and then guys like McCoy and Mayling, along with Robinson and Lane, are all guys that he feels like he's kind of made that connection with maybe in the passing game. But Pacific seems to be the one that can kind of break that line a little bit. That one is a loss for Chesterton, but certainly something to capitalize on and find momentum at some point.
But I think, Mike, and I think a lot of people are going to struggle against Hobart this fall. I think they're really good, and I know I keep saying that, but they got size and speed on both sides of the football, and And again, it's a good barometer for Chesterton. You find out what you got to get better at.
Mentioned for the Brickies, they're facing Portage next week. This one punted away, and Tolliver will watch it bounce. Just at the 20-yard line there, so basically a touchback for, not a bad punt for Chesterton. Been in the Brickies back a fair amount. Chesterton, as you mentioned as well, will go to Morton. Chesterton did beat Morton last year, but by a single point.
Yeah, and again,
20-19 last year.
That was an entirely different team, and Morton seems to be beating up on Portage a little bit right now. But again, it's all about getting ready for the Duneland. You kind of break the season in 3 parts: your non-conference, your Duneland, your conference schedule, then the postseason. So you're not going to be if you play your best game week 1. That's not. I don't know how successful your season was. There's going to be growth, and there's going to be, and it's a long season. There's peaks and valleys, and again, it just you got to, at this point, just get healthy and get better. That's as simple as that.
Just like me and you, we're going to get these broadcasts a little bit better as well. No question about it.
I'll bring some mosquito spray next time, and and maybe some wall cleaner for this place. But
the Region Sports, we don't like downtime. Whether it's a championship drive or a game night print job, we trust Pulse Technology to keep the toner cartridge full and the process running smoothly. Pulse Technology, the heartbeat of the Region Sports Network, the only game in town. Like downtime, whether it's a championship drive or a game night print job, we trust Pulse Technology to keep the toner cartridge full and the process running smoothly. Pulse Technology, the heartbeat of the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Yeah, we talked about one more score, then we'll have a run.
Certificates and bonds are a snap. Wherever you are, whatever business you're in, we've got you covered. As Crowell Company's Lantern Man, I'm your insurance superhero. Certificates and bonds are a snap. Wherever you are, whatever business you're in, we've got you covered. As Crowell Company's Lantern Man, I'm your insurance superhero.
Crowell Company's insurance professionals. Highland, Merrillville, and Michigan City.
Earn while you learn.
It's like me running to the buffet line. My wife and
George
I went on
Giro's.
a cruise to George Giro's. Yeah, my wife and I did a cruise, and that was me headed to the ice cream bar.
Extra sprinkles. From the 39, second down. Tatum keeps, runs ahead. Tackled at the 47, maybe the 48.
Well, quick shout out too to my buddy Bobby Wineland, the Hobart baseball coach, doing a great job at Hobart. He landed a varsity head coaching job, and he's deserving of it. He works his butt off and works hard for the guys of Hobart. So congrats to Bobby. Hope you're having a good night following us here on Region Sports Network. Hard-working young guy. Was a young guy. I guess we're old now. I grew up with Bobby. So congrats to Bobby. Hope you're having a good night following us here on Region Sports Network. Hard-working young guy. Was a young guy. I guess we're old now. I grew up with Bobby. So
he's young, you're old.
That's what I feel.
I thought we said what happens in Indy stays in Indy when it comes to Rico and karaoke.
I didn't give no details. I'm just saying there was a microphone involved.
Fair.
I didn't say where the microphone ended up.
Always a fun time putting the Region Sports Network crew together.
Oh, always. Miss Nathan. Nathan, you got to come back up.
Flag on the play, and it's going to be a false start by the Brickies, so it's going to back them up even further here. It almost looked like the official didn't want to call that.
Yeah, he didn't want to stop
the
clock.
Let's just keep this going.
Yep. They're going to punt.
Well, okay, let me ask you this. I guess they had to. If they had snapped it, it still would have been a false start. But
yeah.
I was going to say that sometimes there's situations where the ball gets snapped or whatever, and technically you can still play it.
If it would have been a defensive penalty, you could have.
Correct. That's what I was getting at.
Yeah.
And we'll have a timeout taken by the Brickies here with 7:10 left to go. So we will step aside for just a moment. You are watching Football Night here on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Thinking about what to do after high school? Consider a career with Boilermakers Local 374. As a Boilermaker apprentice, you'll earn while you learn. We offer excellent wages and benefits, and as part of our no-cost hands-on apprenticeship program, you'll learn from the best in state-of-the-art training centers and on the job. Become a union Boilermaker and get on your way to a great career. Find out more, visit www.local374.org or call 219-845-1000.
Welcome back to Football Night here on the Region Sports Network. Kick is away, and it will go out of bounds. I'll tell you what, though, despite the scoreboard, the Chesterton student section still having a fun time here at the football stadium, getting their Friday night lights on.
Were you a student body guy? Did you come Friday night to?
Of course I did. I wasn't.
Where were you? Lake Central? Are you a Lake Central grad?
I am a Lake Central grad.
Okay.
Yep. So the old burial grounds
was like, you want to talk about mosquitoes? That was terrible.
About a mud pit.
That was really not good.
I was also covering the game, the final time that they ever
played there.
Had a game at the burial ground or the old burial grounds.
See,
I was close. I was trying to help you out there.
We've done, being a Portage grad, Mike. We had many regional games at Lake Central, between Portage and Lake Central, that were eventful. And just absolute slobber knockers.
Just trying to run ahead here. Just Chesterton with the ball here with 6:51 to go. Again, still, just because the score is what it is and the time running down the way that it is does not mean that Chesterton doesn't still view these moments as opportunities, in this game. Again, you're looking at development. You're looking at trying to put things on film and say, hey, look, this worked.
Yeah.
I don't care who's on the field, but this is going to work for us or this isn't going to work for us. We got to clean this up.
Yeah, you don't want to waste reps.
Handoff on the inside.
And you're always learning as long as you...
I don't care who's on the field, but this is going to work for us or this isn't going to work for us. We got to clean this up.
Yeah, you don't want to waste reps.
Handoff on the inside.
And you're always learning as young as you are, if you're Chesterton.
Harper Region Sports Network. Andrean went down for football. Lake Central boys went for basketball in 2014. And then Andrean in the state finals for baseball that same academic season. So I have not called a football state championship, no.
I was at Hanover when we faced Andrean, and Matt DeSommer shook my hand after the baseball game. And he might have had the biggest hands I've ever seen in a high school man. He was unbelievably huge. He was their quarterback, correct?
Yep.
He was just a man-child. I think he went to Northern Illinois, didn't he? I think he did.
That sounds right.
But he was just unbelievable athlete.
He was very nice. As I was doing some sideline work, just kind of getting some videos, as you see sometimes on the Region Sports Network. I started doing that years ago and almost ran into me when he was running out of bounds, and he said, hey, sorry about that.
Yeah. Really humble kid.
You're the athlete. I'm just the guy on the sideline. Don't worry about me.
Yeah, we had a really good baseball team at Hanover that year, and we lost Andrean, who then went on to go to state, and Matt was a big part of that team, just a man-child.
Hand off to the left side this time for Hobart. That is Aiden Michalek.
Yeah, they got some. They got the subs in a little bit. Clearing the bench.
Excuse me, Aiden Michalek.
Michalek's a Hobart name, huh?
Third down for the Brickies here, continuing to run the ball. 3:45 left to go in this one.
Looking to get a first down, move the chains, keep the clock running.
Talked about calling state championships. I just got to call the most recent state championship for baseball with my dad.
That was exciting.
That was really fun.
Oh, he took a shot.
Hit as he throws. Pass. Almost caught in and out of the hands. I believe that's Hayes out there, number 6. Yep, indeed.
Yeah, we've done. Did we do a state champ? Well,
yeah,
you did the extra inning game, right?
Yeah, you and I did the 24 Lake Central state championship game when they won in the 12 innings.
Mm-hmm. We did Lake Central girls basketball state championship, right?
Against Lawrence Central. Yep. Mm-hmm. You did one earlier that day too with Nate, right?
Yeah,
that was cool.
Was that Marquette or something? Who? I don't even remember who that was.
Marquette sounds right. I wasn't on the call, so I didn't pay as much attention. So
yeah, I know Nathan was down there, Rico, and it was a
fun week. Then we got to go. For it being March or February, whatever it was, here on the return near the 50 and taken out of bounds. Beautiful weather out that day. From
yeah, we were pretty lucky. We used to go down all the time. My brother and my dad, my Kale and Nathan. Kale, my younger son, but. Yeah, we got caught in some snowstorms on the way down before.
Yeah, I got to go down for.
I think Nathan. Yeah,
Kevin Malater also calling the Crum Point boys basketball game this past season as well. So, we are afforded a lot of wonderful opportunities here at the Region Sports Network, but it all starts with. Obviously the athletes here on the field. Without these guys, we wouldn't be able to do what we do. So, and live out a fun dream here.
Yeah.
Of doing this.
And Mr. Chris Ramirez, the man in charge. But I think Nathan, my oldest son, did girls softball one year. I think.
Okay. I don't remember if it was Cavan or Leo, as Chesterton calls a timeout here. Cavan or Leo Staudiker that had the softball for Lake Central here this past softball state championship.